We are back. We're talking about Money in the Bank. Good Lord, this show was awesome. 2 thumbs up. I cannot begin to tell you how great this show was. Every single match. But let's start. Butch, Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, Ricochet, LA Knight, and Logan Paul in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. It gets a 2 thumbs up.
Yep,
Logan Paul gets a 2 thumbs up for taking that scary ass bump and putting himself all into it. People can hate him all he wants.
He's dedicated to the craft.
He is. He's dedicated to it. It's like, okay, he has everything. He has a charisma. He looks great, and his moveset works. Mm-hmm. His style works for it. There was just a lot of good stuff. LA Knight, obviously, I think pretty much getting one of the biggest pops of the night, other than the main event's ending. Butch was fine. Shinsuke was kind of there. Santos, same thing. A lot of them were just kind of there. It was a very good match, and it was LA Knight getting pushed off for Damian Priest to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. I think with hindsight being 2020, that was the right decision. But it was a good way to start off the show, and it gets 2 thumbs up. It was one of the better Money in the Bank ladder matches that I've ever seen. Also, Logan Paul, don't do that spot ever again. That scared the shit out of me because he landed right on your face. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag team champions. They shouldn't have taken the titles off of Ronda and Shayna yet.
Yeah, it's a little too soon.
Yep.
I understand that they're trying to set up a good match for SummerSlam, and I think Ronda versus Shayna is a great way to keep them both out of the title picture for now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
So I'm okay with that. So
the match itself gets a thumbs up. The women's tag division has been putting on fairly good matches consistently, and that's what's going to make these titles feel legitimate and relevant, is putting on good, solid matches.
If they were going to do something like this, they should have done it with, they should have been Alba Fire and Isla Dawn to go up against them at Money in the Bank, just because they feel a little more coherent as a tag team. They just lost the unified tag team champions, so I don't know. I feel like it should have been.
You could still do that match. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are baby faces, and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are heels.
That's true.
You can do that for SummerSlam, and I think that would be a good match for them to do. So I understand. Shayna Baszler betrays Ronda Rousey. That was legitimately surprising.
Yeah.
I really liked the turn, and it was a Tejana Bomb and Oblivion combo for Morgan and Rodriguez to regain the tag team champions. Because remember, Ronda and Shayna beat them for the titles because Liv was hurt.
Right.
There you go. Gunther versus Matt Riddle for the Intercontinental Champion.
It was a little short.
It was a little short, and I wanted more promo with it.
Yeah.
You know, with Gunther, it's long form, and obviously Riddle's been consistent on the show, but they could have pushed this back till SummerSlam and really pushed
it was really here for Drew McIntyre to return to challenge Gunther. That's the only reason why.
That's fine. You know, here's the thing. It was a perfectly acceptable match. These two have a good chemistry about them, but I think really it was just the promo. You know, I just wanted a little more time to fester because really Riddle was feuding with Ludwig and Giovanni, not Gunther.
Right.
So it just kind of felt a little shoehorned in there to do that, but it was a good match. It was a heel hook for the win. And yes, Drew McIntyre returning. Awesome. I'm so excited.
All right.
Dominik Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes. It was a fun match.
Yeah,
I'll give it a full thumbs up.
To go.
I kind of wish Cody
wasn't an instant classic, but
no, I didn't expect it to be. Dominik is really playing a great heel. Cody definitely needed a person to face here at Money in the Bank because he's too popular to not be left off the show. And Dominik is obviously the biggest heel right now in wrestling, period. Mm-hmm. Like, what else can you say? Roman Reigns doesn't get the boos that Dominik does.
Boo.
Like, Dominik can't even open his mouth without people booing him out of the building consistently. That's good heel right there. That's a spicy meatball. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, it was a crossroads for Cody to win. It was a fun match. Good filler. Probably would have been a good idea for Brock Lesnar to return and set up Cody versus Lesnar.
Because they're setting that up. So
This probably would have been a good opportunity to do that, but it is what it is.
Anyways, moving on.
So the next thing that happened kind of came out of nowhere, and that was the return of John Cena.
No one cared. Anyways.
Well, people did, because it looks like we're setting up John Cena versus Grayson Waller. But Cena did imply a couple of times there that he was retiring, but I think he's probably going to do one more match with Grayson, which would be totally fine.
Anyways.
But people lost their minds. Cena was very popular, and they were kind of testing the waters of a WrestleMania in London, and I would not be against that. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Bayley, Io Sky, Zelina, Vega, Zoey Stark, Trish Stratus, and Becky Lynch. It was a pretty good match. The men's was better.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there were some rivalries within this that worked to their favor. I really liked the ending, though, where Becky Lynch and Bayley were handcuffed together through one of the rungs of the ladder. And Io Sky did that, climbed over Bayley, which I thought was very, very interesting, and won Money in the Bank.
Yep.
I did not expect Io to win. I'm glad that she did. I thought it was going to be Trish.
No, not Trish.
But, everybody got their stuff in. There were definitely some good spots there that I really liked. Everybody held up their own, and they deserved to be there. I was very happy about this overall. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. This match was very good.
Oh, yes.
It gets a 2 thumbs up.
Did you expect this match to be bad? No.
No. Well, here's the thing. They have a track record of good matches, and people will always compare your previous matches to each other for that, for this.
Right.
So them not knocking it out of the park, especially for the world title, would have been really, really bad.
Yeah.
But they structured this very well. I thought the pacing was great.
Yep.
And Damian Priest doing a tease of cashing in on both guys was very, very clever.
Yep.
I just love that. And it was the Damian Priest distraction for Seth Rollins to take advantage and hitting the stomp on Finn Balor to retain. Just absolutely beautiful stuff.
Right.
And finally, the Civil War. If I had more thumbs, I would give it 20 thumbs up, but I can only have 2.
Yep. We thought about the tag team match at WrestleMania where Jimmy and Jay versus
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
We said that was the greatest tag team match ever. This is the greatest tag team match ever.
This is the greatest tag team match I think I have ever seen, and I've been watching wrestling for the majority of my life. And you can put it against any Young Bucks Lucha Brothers, any Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, to any Bishamon match, and I will show you this match, and this match will be instantly better.
Oh, yeah.
This is an all-time...
And it's not even about the match itself. The match itself was great, but the storyline is just fantastic.
They played into it so well.
Yeah.
The pacing was exactly what it needed to be. The quiet moments were exactly where they needed to be. They told this gripping, compelling, amazing story that it's going to be hard for anybody going forward to touch this match in any way, shape, or form. The action was great.
Yep.
The drama was there. And finally, after 2 years, somebody pinned...
3.5 years.
3.5 years. Somebody pinned Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Jey Uso hitting the splash. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I don't think the O2 has a roof anymore.
They were at O2.
Yeah. The foundation of that place will probably
need some repairs.
It was that incredible. I've never seen a match like this. This was such a different experience, and any wrestler who wants to put on a great match should watch this and just tell you, this is the level.
Yeah.
This is the level that you have to be on to get this kind of stuff now, because they just freaking crushed it.
Yep. Anyways,
that's it. I cannot jerk off enough to this match, seriously.
Anyways, that was Money in the Bank. So when we come back, we will be watching a match.
Yep.